Not confused. I'm like I was last week.
Good, and I think that for me, and in any lesson I always give it, I want people to walk away and go, I get that. Yeah. Always say, is that it? Is it that simple? Because hopefully it should seem a fairly simple move to make. And once these work, this and they all kind of function together and kind of follow suit. So as you're swinging the top of the backswing, your takeaway now is really good. Top of the backswing is good. Club comes down there. Again, if the thumb is on top, I'm happy with that. Okay, if you're happy to do that, okay. But that position, if you can get the club into that, you would stripe it. Okay, hands and arms under your chin. Club, as we can see here now, parallel to the target line, parallel to your toe line, parallel to the target, as we said. From there, the club then would come through. It would just sort of swish down there and then go shoom to target. Okay, work on that slight in to out path. Lovely. Okay, so we can practice that there and come down with some speed. Boom. Come down with some speed. Boom, 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 boom. You just practice that move, which is just your arms drop on your body. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now, what you'll see, if we look at where your club gets to, it's kind of there. Okay, now obviously you step to the goal, so you can be a bit further away. If we look where your hands are there, this was the slightly thin one, which wasn't your best. The one before you can see on the screen there, it looks like an arrow. That went 1, 5, 6, I think it was. Okay, so take away, really good. I mean, that's just lovely. Arms there, nicely good. Top of the backswing, good. So where your arms are going now? So where your hands are gone?
Yeah.
Out there?
Yeah.
So the club now, if I go down another frame, we want the club to be here, and the next frame, the club would be over here somewhere, okay?
Yeah, parts of spin on
there you go, see the clutch to the shaft, there you go, and that's where you go across the ball.
Yeah.
And that's that spin on there. You get the narrow through swing, okay? Getting through to a good finish position, obviously. But yeah, if we can get that movement here, rather than that movement, we can do that, and then that. That's your backswing base in reverse, yeah?
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for. That and that, not that with the club. If the club comes out that steep and just pulls over the top, you've got to come across it, and your hands are quite high.
I'm like pushing it. It's almost like I'm pushing it.
Yeah, exactly. But your hands here are quite high relative to when they come back, when you're doing it kind of bit by bit. You can go back a frame or so to here. There, look where your hands are when the club's there. Your hands are kind of basically underneath your belt buckle line, yeah?
Yeah,
there's no lift. So when you swing here now, from here you come out of that same kind of spot, go back there, when you're here now, and the club there, your hands there, a little bit lower than they had been, but they're still a bit too high for me, and the arms being out here, obviously.
Yeah.
If the arms were...
That's what's causing it most.
Yeah, of course. If the arms were down there, they'd be in a great position. So feel those arms down, 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 down. And you pull them down as fast as you like in the practice drill. So then getting that same position to go swish through. Got to say, some of the swings now are brilliant, to be fair. There's some definite positives. Regards to the grip, the thumb's happy there, stick him there. Don't worry about doing this or this, but don't try and smother under, go underneath.
I just feel that when I do that takeaway...
Yeah, the takeaway's better, isn't it?
It puts me in a better place.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I go to do that...
Yeah, exactly. Look at your right shoulder. Look what your right shoulder does.
Yeah, exactly.
It opens up your shoulder. When your right hand goes on top, it just opens your shoulders up. That's better. Yeah.
It's no effort at all.
Yeah, it just works back a bit more naturally. Again, but I think as we saw, you've got to be disciplined now with that grip, because it's so easy to go back into that other... When we started making the changes there, you were doing all this stuff with your arms, and then you went back to your old thumb across the top on your right shoulder, bigger that way. So there you go, arms coming down in from there, and when your arms come down in, just from there to let the club go. And you can actually do that hitting golf balls. So you can start with the ball there now, do it now with the shot. Okay, so swing the top of the back next to the ball, swing the top of the back, swing and stop. Okay, full time. Now start bumping the club down, go bump, keep doing that 3 or 4 times, and then at any point now when you feel comfortable, go back to the top of the back and then hit the ball from the top of the back. So keep going bump, 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 and then hit it, yeah? So that kind of, look at the path. The face was a bit open, but look at the path. That ball started right at the right line. If we can get that club face squaring up,
that's what I'm made up
look at your path. Perfect. You push that 1 degree right. Absolutely spot on. If we can get that face control slightly better, we've got a straight shot. Make sense?
Yeah, it makes it amazing.
Good man.